Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Susan. I'm a physiotherapist and a Pilates instructor. And today I bring you a class that is a Pilates-inspired mobility-focused class. So we're going to be mobilizing or moving our spine and our hips primarily. So there's no extra equipment necessary other than an exercise mat or a towel to work on. So let's start. We're going to get onto our hands and knees to begin. Just going to put my hat and sunglasses on. So you can get your wrists right underneath your shoulders, spreading your fingers nice and wide on the mat, knees right underneath the hips, but there'll be one little difference here in that than our usual hands and knees, is we're gonna slide the left knee just about an inch back of the right. So the right knee is going to be about an inch forward if you were to draw a line from knee to knee. And we're going to lift out of our shoulders, open our chest so it shines slightly forwards. Find a neutral curve in your lower spine. And we're going to become aware of our core and our center here across the front and sides of the body. So let's take a breath in, just in stillness here, in through your nose, and then out through your mouth, sending the air down to your mat. With your next inhale, we're going to float the shin and foot on the left side off the ground. This is going to be like our tail. And with your next breath in, we're going to swing that tail to the left as we look over our left shoulder. And then we're going to swing that tail to the right as we look over our right shoulder. And we'll keep going back and forth like this, rotating internally as the leg goes to the left, through the hip, and then rotating externally as we look over to the right. You'll notice that one side of your waist is going to shorten while the other side lengthens. And we're breathing in one way and breathing out the other. Pushing the floor away pretty much the entire time so we stay out of our shoulders, lengthen through the arms. And we're going to just do one more on this side. Breath in. Swinging that leg over to the right. Breath out. Coming back to center. Placing the leg down. Lining up the knees. One cat-cow in between here. Lifting the tail, lowering the belly. Really shining your chest forward as you look forwards. And then starting from the tail, tucking the tail, rounding your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Pushing the ground away again as your chin comes to your chest. Unraveling back to neutral as we slide our right knee about an inch back of the left, picking up the shin and the foot. And with nice long arms here, we're going to inhale, wag our tail to the right, looking over our right shoulder, then send it over to the left, looking over our left shoulder. So we're going to inhale one way, exhale the other. Maintaining this strong integrity through our shoulders. Some awareness of our center or our core as we go back and forth here. One more time. So notice one side of your waist shortening, the side you're turning to. And then the opposite side is lengthening. Coming back to center, lining up the knees. One more cat-cow here. Breathing in as you come into your cow, lengthening the spine, dropping the shoulder blades down the back. And then exhaling as we push the ground away, rounding up to the ceiling. Coming back to neutral. We're going to take now the left leg out to the sides, lining up the middle of the left foot, more or less with the right knee. Hands are going to be where they were, so wrists underneath our shoulders. And in this position, sometimes our spine wants to round. So we're gonna, as much as possible, try to find a neutral spine. So see if we can find that neutral curve through the lower back, shining the chest slightly forwards. And on our breath in, excuse me, we're gonna lower the chest to the ground, letting our shoulder blades slide together, and then push the ground away, letting those shoulder blades separate. So inhale, we lower down through our arms. Exhale, we lift up. So allow those shoulder blades to slide towards each other, towards the spine as you lower, and then away from the spine as you lift. So sinking down with control, breathing in, pressing away from the ground, breathing out. Just one more rep here. We're going to end at the top of the movement, and we're going to just lower down just a little bit from that top position, letting the shoulder blades slide a little bit together. Softening this left knee if it's not already softened. Lifting the tail just a little bit, and on the inhale, rocking back towards our right heel, only as far as the tail stays untucked. Exhaling to come forward. So nice and slow, breathing in to go back, and then breathing out to come forward. This is a subtle thing of the tail tucking under and the spine wanting to round as we go back. It'll depend on hip flexibility for one. So really moving slowly here, and almost like you're countering the rounding of the spine by lifting your tail without straining through any area. But we've got two more here. Breathing in to sit back, breathing out to come forwards. Once you're over your hands again, taking your right hand out to the right, breathing in. As you exhale, threading the arm over to the left, reaching as far as you can. And then breathing in to sweep it back across and reaching up to the ceiling, turning your chest. Breathing out, reaching for your toes, pushing the ground away, reaching up to the sky. Last two here. Watching that or feeling your chest rotate here to the left and to the right. Coming back onto your hands. We're just going to pivot on that knee that's down, taking the left leg out to the side, and then coming into a kneeling position. So we're kneeling on our right knee. Left foot is grounded, softness in the knee, finding length through our hips and our spine. Right arm is going to come up, breathing in, and we're going to side bend towards this extended leg, breathing out. We're going to stay for the breath in, come up with your exhale, and we're going to do that one more time. So breath in and out. Stay for breath in, lowering those shoulders away from the ears. Pressing back up on the exhale. Let's go one more time. Find length here as you reach the arm up. We'll stay for 2 breaths this time. And on your second exhale, we're gonna lift back up and lower the arm down. Okay, we're gonna come back to hands and knees. And we're gonna go to the other side. So we're gonna take now the right leg out to the side, lining up the inside, or the middle of your right foot with your left knee. Wrists underneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide. So again, we want to find this shining a little bit of the chest forwards, a little lift in the tail here. And on the inhale with soft elbows, we're going to lower our chest, push the ground away, lift the chest up between your arms. So lower with control, and then lift with strength here. Our spine is staying neutral here, so sometimes what I see is a rounding of the spine as we push away from the ground. We're not looking for that rounding, we're looking for a neutral position and a gliding of the shoulder blades together and apart. Last one here. We're gonna meet at the top of the movement and then let it go ever so slightly, like a centimeter down. Just check to see where your spine is at. If you're rounded, see if you can find that lift through the chest, that lift through the tail. With our breath in, we're gonna sit our hips back towards the heel. If you only go a little bit, because that's where your tail starts to tuck, that's okay. And then you're gonna head back with your exhale. So again, I encourage you to go really slowly with this one, really tune in to feel what the pelvis is doing. Good way to just connect to your body here intentionally. With that breath in, we can also intentionally think about lengthening through the pelvic floor as we sit back. And we'll do 2 more repetitions here. Sitting back nice and evenly. 1 more. And then coming back over our wrists, taking the left hand out to the side to a T as we breathe in. As you breathe out, you're gonna reach for your right toes. And then as you breathe in, sweeping the arm across and up to the ceiling or to the sky if you're outside. So exhale, press the ground away, turn your sternum to the left. This might feel quite restricted, and that's okay. We're just moving however far we can. Last one here. Breath out. Breath in. Bringing the hand back down. Pivoting on your left knee, so you're coming into a side position on your mat. Right leg is out to the side. We're lifting up into this kneeling position. Really grounding that foot. Softening this knee. Lengthening through our hips and our spine. As the left arm comes up, breathing in. Taking it to the right, breathing out. Staying for our inhale. Pressing back up for the exhale. And we're going to go 2 more times. Breath in. Breath out. Breath out to come up. And on this last one, we're going to hold for 2 breaths. Hold the position, not the breath. coming up on your exhale. And then bringing your hands back down to the mat. And we've come to the end. We're gonna just finish with one additional movement here, stretch. Child's pose with the knees apart, big toes together. If that doesn't work for you, you can always have your knees together, feet together. So we're gonna sit back, reaching our arms forwards, letting ourselves sink into the space in front of us, letting the head come to the floor or onto a cushion or a pillow, staying with the experience of your breath, with the sensations in your body. And we'll just take 2 more breaths together, perhaps deeper breaths, if that's what you feel like you need. And after that second exhale, slowly walking our hands back in. And we've come to the end of this Pilates inspired mobility class. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, or give this video a like. It just helps me to figure out what kind of videos you enjoy. So thanks for joining me. Great work, and I'll see you again soon.